We can talk about Kanye West.
Former President Donald Trump is defending himself.
Do you know? Yeah, Kanye West had a fun little dinner with Donald Trump, and he brought his best friend, Nick Fuentes. Do you guys know who that is?
Yeah.
He's like a straight up Nazi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does he exist anywhere anymore, or is it he's got his own website?
He's everywhere now. He's on the Tim Pool podcast.
He went on the Tim Pool podcast, and also he's like on Twitter.
He's on Twitter now,
He can be on Twitter. Yeah, he just like writes crazy stuff on Twitter.
Nice.
Get the middle guy to talk into the mic or boost it. Yeah, here I boosted
Middle
it.
guy.
I boosted it. It should be fine now.
Against a Republican backlash over his recent dinner with two known anti-Semites. As you may know by now, Trump hosted white nationalist and Holocaust denier Nick Fuentes at Mar-a-Lago last week, along with the rapper Ye, formerly known as Kanye West. And then yesterday, House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy and Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell publicly condemned the meeting.
I don't think anybody should be spending any time with Nick Fuentes. He has no place in this Republican Party.
There is no room in the Republican Party for anti-Semitism or white supremacy.
I'm so scared of getting divorced. Like, imagine you get divorced and this shit happens.
It is the most radicalizing superpower. Like unimaginably powerful. Divorce court, it's over, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I love when someone like Mitch McConnell says there's no room for white supremacy in the Republican Party. It's like, bro, it's the white supremacy party. That's the one difference that you have between you guys and the Democratic Party is just like you're open with your white supremacist rhetoric.
Well, they like to find an extreme so they can be like, no, that's the white supremacy there, not what we're doing at all.
The thing is, I don't know what the demographics are like in America. Like, is there a sizable group of people who are like really into this stuff?
No.
Okay.
No. Like, I think, well, yes and no. So how does that work? White supremacy is such a fundamental, like, core plank of American societal development that, like, people have very similar opinions to, like, out and about white supremacists without recognizing that they're white supremacists.
Yeah.
Like, when they say shit like, yeah, black people are violent. You know what I'm saying? It's their culture. They're just violent. They're just super violent. There's nothing you can do about it, you know? But that's just, that's not all that different from the Klan guy who's saying that as well. Okay? But there is a difference. Like, the Klan guy openly says he's a part of the Klan, even though he wears a mask on his face. The Nazi openly says he's a Nazi, and all of a sudden, the Republicans that are very close in politics to that ideology will go, whoa, hold up. You shouldn't say the quiet part out loud. You should never say the quiet part out loud. Also, check out the nussie on my man.
That's amazing.
He looks like a turkey, dude.
And the fact that he still pulls his tie up high and does his neck up, surely you would just have it open.
Can't you tuck it in? Like you push it in.
But then you get a little bowl.
Oh, also, like, this is the guy who said,
amazing.
a photo of Senate Majority Mitch McConnell posing with the Confederate flag is circulating online again. Yeah,
He didn't know that was there. He was just...
no. When he was at the Sons of Confederate Veterans event.
Surely there aren't still Confederate veterans out there. Impossible. How long
No,
ago
that's why
was it?
there's Sons. There's the Daughters of the Confederacy and then the Sons of the Confederacy.
Okay. But even them, are they still alive?
Yeah.
This was in
like
the 19s.
Well, they're not like direct descendants. They just call it the sons, but they're like the grandchildren now.
Okay.
Yeah. That's just surprising. He's like, what? I don't understand. What was
that
this?
looks like the logo for Barstool Sports on his...
Oh, that one? Yeah.
What's going on here?
Origin story of
Barstool Sports, the Sons of the Confederate Soldiers. The real legacy, dude. Yeah. Anyway, here, let's continue.
And anyone meeting with people advocating that point of view, in my judgment, are highly unlikely to ever be elected president of the United States.
Wait, that
CBS News
he's
chief
not really
political
calling
analyst
him
John
out.
Dickerson is
like
here. John, exactly the person to talk to on a morning like this. Mitch McConnell did not say.
Mitch McConnell's neck cussy. Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. He's
Donald Trump's name, which is noteworthy. What else stands out to you in what might have been a familiar kind of episode from the realm of Donald Trump in the last 5 years?
Well, that's what stands out, is how familiar it is, that even when you come up against anti-Semitism, there is this collective silence at first about taking him on, either because Republicans are afraid of taking on Donald Trump, because he has littered the roadside with Republicans who've tried to take him on moral issues, and he's won. There are no moral slam dunks with Donald Trump and his party. party, in part because of his supporters who defend him, and because we're in a time where Republicans, the worst sin is giving aid and comfort to the other party. So if by criticizing Donald Trump on no matter what the issue, it looks like you're giving aid and comfort to Democrats or the media, then they rally around him. So, and there's no one Republican whose responsibility it is to uphold these standards. You might say, well, on anti-Semitism or racism, it's everybody's job, but that's not the political world we're in right now in the Republican Party.
But can we just look at the history for just a second of Donald Trump? He won for president. He won the presidency by saying racist things. That didn't seem to stop anybody. What does it say?
Well, that's why I said to Tony, this seems very familiar. I mean, think about it. Donald Trump ran for president saying that Barack Obama was not born in America. So that's just a straight up racist play.
Yes.
Then, as a candidate, before he's elected, he said that a judge of Mexican heritage couldn't judge him fairly, which Paul Ryan at the time said was a textbook statement of racism.
Yeah, I mean, Republicans have said he's racist multiple times when he is being racist, but that really hasn't stopped him, has it? No. You know, America is just as racist as Donald Trump is, in the sense that, like, as long as you're not like, oh, I'm a Nazi, you're kind of fine saying a whole bunch of Nazi-adjacent, almost like Nazi-style shit. I know, I'm going to grab it in a second. Hold on. Yeah, my food is here. It's before your food, guys. Sorry.
It's weird to commit so much, though, because, like, I don't know, in Australia, everyone's super racist, but, like, we stick to the dog whistles a lot more.
Yeah, yeah.
It's weird to be so, like, open with it.
Yeah.
Maybe
we'll do Australian coffee.
Oh.
Don't worry, dude. I know, this is not gonna make that.
Is there anything new to show?
Like Friendly Geordie's house.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the Geordie. I didn't even do them.
Let's read the chat. What are people saying? How do you even read this? It's so fast.
He pauses it.
You can pause it?
Someone said, how was North Korea? Amazing.
Great.
You should go.
Best country in the world.
Faster, read this.
No.
No, I read it. No, it's not possible.
How?
No.
Everyone slow down. Everyone stop.
Bet you won't notice this message.
writing.
I got that.
Yeah, about the YouTube.
Friendly Geordie's media coverage, yeah.
No, stop.
No, it pauses though, which is nice. No.
Talk about getting firebombed.
We didn't get firebombed.
No. But we will. We're working on it.
Yeah, we're trying very hard.
It doesn't really pause this. I think you've got to grab the mouse, Alex. You've got to take control of the situation.
Watch me play another ad. Hasan will be very annoyed if I do that. Oh, there we go. Bye, you guys.
Who are you guys? We're Hasan.
I started watching you after your last fight. I did a thing. Well, now you can start watching Alexa as well.
Yeah. Do I have to win, though?
No.
Good.
Of course not.
You have to. If you don't win, you don't get to watch.
Well, they don't even say your name if you don't win. That's how it works.
Really?
Yep.
The thing is, like, I watch both of you guys all the time. So a lot of people have probably seen it. People are asking, have you guys seen Friendly Geordies? We're gonna talk about the Friendly Geordies thing in a second. They know the Friendly Geordies. You've worked with them, right?
Yeah. We did a video with him recently.
We've got a video coming out soon.
About money laundering.
Maybe not anymore.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Maybe hold back on that, bro.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell, who firebombed him. But,
we won't say too much.
No.
Okay,
it's
spoiler
all
alert.
legal issues.
We can't.
Spoiler alert. We're gonna cover all that in a second. Let's do the.
Oh yeah.
Let's finish this.
Then Mitch McConnell said that Donald Trump was ambivalent about the KKK
What do you
and
reckon
David
they
Duke, and
ate at
that was
Mar-a-Lago? What kind of
reprehensible.
food do they have
All
over
of
there?
those things were said, and he was
Taco
still
balls.
elected after
I'm not
Charlottesville.
even kidding, that's real.
The president said something that Lindsey Graham said, you are making it morally equivalent between people carrying Nazi flags and the people protesting those flags. None of that hurt Donald Trump.
So it's a thinking for the Republicans. Well, I'm not going to say anything because if you do, you say it at your own peril.
You say it at your own peril. And also, what they know is that when
I regretted very quickly.
I told him not to do it.
Yeah.
Because my logic was, I was like, as long as I am very obvious that it's like, this is an evil symbol, and that is the butt of the joke, but no, just wasn't a good idea.
It was not.
No, I feel like just showing it at all was bad.
Yeah.
Yep.
You also made a crab a Nazi for no reason.
Well, I thought that was funny.
Poor fucking crab.
Yeah, that's true. That's animal abuse.
That crab did not deserve to be treated. That crab did not know what it was doing. You know what I mean?
No, I think it did.
It could have chose any shell. To be fair.
I mean, no one actually chose. No crab chose the Nazi shell.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's right.
You're right. That's good actually. The crabs won out on that one. Yeah, no, I think like it can. I don't know. The Nazi stuff is like touch and go. It's just like I get what you were doing. It's very Australian of you to play fast and loose with stuff like that. But here in America, we don't fuck around with that shit.
Yeah.
I think you said it like all the gun shows you'd go to, they're just like openly Nazi like memorabilia.
But you don't want to be associated with those guys.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
You don't want to be around those guys. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to even come across like on accident that like you would be open to that sort of thing.
You're just a fan of history. You like you're a you love World War II.
Well, I think what made me the most uncomfortable, as soon as I released the video, all the comments being like, "Oh, I loved the Nazi bit," and I was just like, "Oh my god!" Like I was, that was
bad idea. Very bad idea.
Gone now though.
Yeah, not in the video anymore.
Oh, you took it out?
Yeah.
Oh, smart. That's good. All right, let's continue.
Criticize Donald Trump, he doesn't say doesn't do what previous politicians would have done in an instance like this, which is recognize, ooh, I did something bad. I'm going to shrink away.
Was wrong.
Right. Donald Trump runs in the middle, grabs the lightning rod, and stays there. No Republican wants Donald Trump in the middle of the conversation who worries about the national reputation of the party. And they saw the downside of that in the 2022 elections, where Donald Trump's candidates and
I don't think these guys care about the national reputation. I think they care about winning.
Worry about this behavior, though, John, being normalized. That after a while, we'll just think, well, it really isn't that big a deal, when it still really is a big deal, and it still really is wrong.
What is this? You're so dense. You say nothing about Biden giving a eulogy for his great friend Senator Byrd, Mr. Leader of Racism himself. Wait, what?
Yeah, you love Biden.
When have I ever said Biden is not racist, bro? What the fuck? Are you stupid? He literally is the architect of the crime bill. What the fuck is wrong with you, idiot? I love when Republicans fucking think that, like, I'm pro-Biden in any meaningful capacity. My last, let me see. I wonder if I'm a fan of Joe Biden. Huh. I mean, literally, one click, bro. Just look at my YouTube. I shit on Biden so much that, like, my last fucking video literally is Joe Biden is a traitor. That's the title of the video.
The one nice thing about Biden is that he was hot when he was younger.
He was hot.
Yeah, the other presidents didn't really have that going on.
Ronald Reagan.
Oh, yeah.
Literally an actor.
JFK a little bit.
Yeah.
Anyway, regardless, not a fan of Joe Biden. I guess that needed to be said.
What the former president is saying is, I didn't know, which is another familiar kind of talking point when he's been accused of playing footsie with white nationalists before. This is Thanksgiving dinner with a white nationalist, but then he says, I didn't know the guy.
This isn't a full-throated condemnation of
anti-Semitism. No. I mean, so racism. It's hard for Donald Trump to say he's the smartest person in the world and he doesn't know. So that's the start. The second thing is,
easy to say.
Donald Trump has a quick trigger finger when it comes to criticizing people or speaking out about outrages. I mean, think about how many times he tweeted about NFL players taking a knee, something like 30 times, right? Yeah. I mean, he's on it like that. But when it comes to racism and anti-Semitism, he starts mumbling, he's hard to reach, he doesn't know. When it came to Charlottesville, he never condemned, on Twitter, he issued 6 tweets about it, never condemned white supremacy, never condemned the Nazis or anything. So for a person who is an expert at calling out people and at showing outrage, he seems to have very little of it for any of these things that are the most outrageous.
What does this mean? We keep playing this.
This analysis is so dumb. They don't give a fuck. Also,
they say.
Here's why they don't give a fuck. I normally hate The Daily Show, but this is a pretty good clip.
About America, they say, diversity is our strength.
How precisely is diversity our strength?
You got to recognize the fact that this is a godless country. I hate it.
You're right. They're godless. That is exactly right. I never talk like that, but it's true.
Black people are violent,
They have chaos and violence in their communities.
Send the military into these black neighborhoods, make the streets safe. They'll complain about it. It doesn't matter.
We should send in the troops if necessary to restore order.
Enough with the Jim Crow stuff. Who cares? Oh, to drink out of a different water fountain. Big fucking deal.
Oh, the legacy of Jim Crow. That was 67 years ago. It is ancient history.
That's like one
now.
person's
Russia. Can we give a round of applause for Russia?
And why shouldn't I root for Russia, which I am?
The fundamentals of our worldview, a society where boys and girls get married as teenagers and start having kids.
We need these ladies to get married. And it's time to fall in love and just settle down. Guys, go put a ring on it.
And they have big families and a high birth rate.
We have to do something to increase our birth rate, or the vacuum that's created will be filled by people that don't believe in our values.
We live in a big Middle Eastern bazaar. We're a big fucking Middle Eastern bazaar with people sitting on blankets and selling cockroaches on sticks.
We have a moral obligation to admit the world's poor, they tell us, even if it makes our own country poorer and dirtier and more divided.
And white people are done being bullied.
Discriminating against
and just denigrating white people.
Trump's got to get in there and never leave. Elect Trump one more time and then stop having elections.
President for life, that sounds good. Maybe we're going to have to try it. President for life.
Yeah, it's great. They're exactly the same.
What confuses me now is like, why do people watch Fox News? The real Nazis are much more entertaining. Like
that is true.
Why?
You know, but that's the point. The little difference, the subtle difference is one would say they're anti-Nazi, the other one would never usually say that they're anti-Nazi. And people want the Nazi content and they have the Nazi ideas, but they don't want the Nazi association.
Yeah.
They just don't want to be called Nazi. That's it. That's like the whole thing. Because racists know that racism is bad. You know what I mean?
It's also the Nazi thing specifically. I feel like World War II is like so.
Have you guys ever seen this? Like the what the fuck was that sketch where it's like the Nazis are upset that someone calls them a Nazi?
I haven't seen that. Is that?
I know the Mitchell and Webb. Are we the baddies?
Not the Are We the Baddies one. No. The German sketch. Fuck, I'm trying to find it. What is this? The real reason Hitler lost World War II? The infographic show? What is happening here? Worst mistake.
Yeah,
it makes it seem like,
great.
What is this? He had a knife fight? He had a knife fight? Like, what the fuck?
His shirt's all ripped. Pretty sure shooting yourself in the head doesn't rip your shirt.
I think this is the